All right, so when we're looking at this side, the inside of the caliper bracket, we have these two bolts we got to take. These two bolts we got to take off. That would be for the slide pins to be able to get to the brake pads. These two are the mounting mounting bolts. So these are going to actually remove the caliper off of the rotor, so you can get to it. So I already have these two loose. These were both 14. These were both 17. So don't guess. And then make sure you do not let this hang freely. This cord right here will break. Not necessarily, but it might break, which will totally fuck you up. So we're gonna remove the top part of the bracket. We're gonna hang it, and then we're gonna remove this as well. But right now, I mean, you can just pry these off if you're able to. I mean, just shot. This one has, I mean, a little bit of life compared to this one. This one's completely shot. So, literally almost nothing there. Hard to see. But we're going to be swapping that out today along with the rotors and again the hardware. Take this off quick. Then I'll show you that setup. All right, so we got the S hook holding on to the top part of the caliper bracket. Just so, again, this cord does not break, or this hose. We do have to remove the rotors now, obviously. And unlucky for me, it actually has both of the screws, so we'll have to get those out. And I already got that one. All right, so we got kind of lucky. Sometimes they're worse than that. But once you get it loose, just take it out. Now, hopefully the rotor comes out just as easy. There we go. Just got to give it a little bit of love. All right, we are going to spray on some copper anti-seize. All right, you do have to get the coating off of the rotor, so put them on backwards to start. Spray them with some brake clean. And do the same thing. Now we got to get the bracket cleaned up over here. It's actually not that bad, but we're gonna obviously remove the hardware. We're gonna pull out the slides. All right, now in order for your new hardware to sit flush, you got to make sure you wire wheel, or you can do it by hand, but clean off the area where the hardware sits on both sides. If your hardware doesn't sit right when you're done, you didn't clean it off good enough. You're going to want to make sure you use the correct grease for all this. What I'm using for my brakes would be the Permatex ceramic brake parts lubricant. It should be purple. There's other options, but this is what I'm using. All right, when you get new brake pads, make sure you get new hardware. You do not want the brake pads without the hardware. You want to switch it out. There's no point in not switching it out. You get one box of front brakes if that's what you're doing, and that gives you both sides. So I need 2 for each side. As long as you got the right stuff, it should smoothly clip on. just like that. They do have these little tabs. See if you can see them. Little tabs here. You do want to push those in with a pliers or a screwdriver. So we got the piston all compressed. We're going to clean that up a little bit. We're going to throw just a touch of grease around that, around the inside here. All right, so if you're looking at the bracket, you want the mounting area on the inside. All right, we're going to line the mounting area up. We're going to just start getting these into place. Now you do have to make sure you torque the bolts for the mounting bracket to spec, and then also the bolts for the slides to spec. Each car is going to be a little different. Make sure you figure out what your vehicle needs. All right, so I just verified for the Kia Soul anyway, the bracket bolts, the slide bolts, sorry, those are going to torque to 23. There's a range, but I do the higher end of the range, so 23. The front bracket bolts, those are going to torque up to 72, while the rears are going to torque to 54. Now again, these can be torqued to 72 in the front. You can put a dash of the thread locker on there, make sure it's the blue. All right, medium strength. See if you can get it in there. There you go, dash of that. Not too much, don't go crazy. See the difference there? That's what we had and that's what we're getting. Squealers have to go on the piston side of the caliper, so on the back. That's a squealer if you didn't know, the pin sticking out. When you put grease on the brake pad, it goes on the wings only, not the actual material for braking. And on the back, should slide on just like that. You're going to repeat the same process for the front. Just a dash. Spread it around. Again, you are not getting it on the actual ceramic in the front. All right, brake pads are on. They look good. All right, we're gonna put on the actual piston, and then we're gonna put those bolts on. So we're gonna get new slides and new bolts for the slides. We're gonna put some grease on there. You do not wanna put too much on there. You're gonna put it in. We're gonna move it around, make sure we got plenty of give. Same thing, you're greasing it, but you don't need to go crazy on it. All right, we got enough grease. You gotta pop it in so it holds on, make sure it slides freely. Now, we're gonna slide the piston over. We're gonna do our best to get these started, but more than likely you're gonna have to hold the slides still to get them in there all the way. All right. Got lucky on that one. And that one. All right, so we're good on that one. Go. All right, we don't want to go crazy on the bleeder, but you do want it tight. Cap on. We should be good.